So we shot around the 600 images over there, and with the high speed continuous shooting mode. So that time, because I was using a low aperture, so might be the chance sometime that motion will get freeze or motion will not be able to freeze and all. So that time I was using a high speed continuous.
Okay.
So now when I gave that final handover to the client, so we selected 200 images out of those 600 images. 200 images we shot and we gave it to the client. So this is the one portrait using the 50 mm 1.4. Then when it comes to the group photo, like here, so now in this particular image, we have a very big canvas. Correct. There is some negative space which is
Yeah.
there on the we can say this particular asman jo hai, and this particular person is actually watching towards the person, but we defocus this person and we shot this person as a clearly. This light is playing very important role in our image. So it is actually balancing in our image because here there is a blank space. So here balance, now there is some required, there should be some
Yeah.
required object for balancing. So we use this light as a balancing, and in our focus, this lady's face is there. So at the end of the day, though there is a very big canvas, but then too in our image we can see only the face, or your attention will get drawn only to the face of the object. Correct, that is the first thing. Then second thing, here the emotions are getting captured. He's talking to someone, but we have tried to capture those because when it comes to the portrait photography and people photography, and especially if you are shooting a candid images, so that time it is very required. Like now, you should capture the emotion because whenever, let's say, suppose I'm shooting a random shot, this is a random shot where the subject is knowing that I am clicking his image or her image. So in that case, now we can play. But sometimes whenever you are using a candid shot, so that time you will have to understand the scenario, where is the emotion and all. So now she is playing with her phone, and we just try to capture a silent emotion over here. Then I will show you one or two images. So now this image was there, correct? In this particular image, we have played with the depth of field, and we are drawing the focus of a Patna viewer on these two ladies because other ladies are also there in your surrounding, but they are back focusing to the camera. Their back is focusing to the camera because they don't have front area in our image. Like here, her face is towards that side, not this side. So if I shoot these all ladies clearly, so what will happen? Your entire attention will get drawn to the all subjects in your image. Like say suppose here, now these people are in focus, these people are in focus. So in that case, it will become difficult. You will find those photographers who are actually clicking everything in sharp image while a group shot. But it totally depends upon your individual choice, like how you want to create a story in your image. So when I showed to the client, client was too happy because he was able to understand what I'm trying to say in those images. Same because in group shots it is very important. Like here, I wanted to show only the emotions of her, this mother.
Yeah.
Four people, five people are there in your image. You can see those people, but your attention will get drawn to this particular lady's face.
Yeah.
Correct? Same like here. Uh, Now I will give you over the shoulder shot. Can you write it down? OS shot. You know what exactly the OS shot means?
No, I don't know. See.
Okay, okay. So say suppose whenever the people are sitting somewhere, and if you want to capture those images, so
Mhm.
you can place your camera over the shoulder of a subject. In cinematic view, when the movies get recorded, that time you see certain kind of angles. Say suppose I and you are talking to each other on a table. So first shot will get captured from the right hand side over the shoulder of mine.
Okay. Okay.
Second shot, when you were talking to me, that time the same angle will get replaced on your right hand side of the shoulder.
Okay.
We don't jump the axis. So there is a rule, axis jump. So when if you are shooting right side of mine, so you don't have to actually use the right left when you are shooting for the your view, your point of view. So that is axis jump is not allowed in the cinematic. In photos, for telling a story, you can easily use those kind of now we can say rules. So now here I wanted to show this particular person's expression because this couple is looking towards at him, but they are not facing to the camera. So in this entire image, we have a very big canvas. All the peoples are there. Photograph assistant is also there, and all other people are now standing, roaming here and there. They have the emotions on their face, like here, this lady is now smiling. These people are standing and all. But then too, your attention is only getting drawn on that particular person who is talking, who is actually dominating that entire scenario, entire conversation. Correct. So this is the first shot. Now you can see this lady, if she has like hand like this. Usually ladies now when they give attention to they pose like this. Okay, yeah, tell me, yeah, tell me, yeah. And she was a foreigner, so her expressions was again totally different as compared to the Indian people. So I wanted that shot also. So what I did, first shot I captured from this particular angle. Then the next moment I captured the another shot in axis jump here. So now here you are getting the emotions and the expressions of this lady. So earlier I was capturing behind from that lady. Now I'm capturing in front of that lady. But you can see conversation is there. Conversation is there. You can easily find it out what exactly is going on in your scenario. Here I captured a close shot because the background was not that much interesting here because there is a bar counter and too much blank space is there. So in earlier image, my background was uh, colorful. All the peoples were there, but other side there was no much more background. So that's the reason we have to short the area. We captured a close frame. Correct. I will show you another two three images for the other two. Can you show me? Can you let me know what exactly you can see in this particular image?
In this particular image, actually, you are showing the leading lines towards that home,
Okay.
actually. So you are leading the total picture
Hmm.
as the subject, main subject of that lake house. And you are showing,
Correct.
actually, you are presenting a scenario, a kind of house which is surrounded by a lake.
Lake. We can say lake house is there in the resort. They were having this lake house.
Yeah.
So now we are playing with the leading line and we are drawing that attention of the viewer to the center of this particular home. Correct.
Oh,
Usually in center there is a we can say door in normal your bungalows and all. But here there was no door. Door was side of that particular limb. But then too your subject is captured nicely. We have tried to maintain the level that is a water level on your image balancing which
yeah.
we see. So our image is not like this, not like this. It's 100% like this. When I was shooting, I captured with the handheld because I was not carrying a camera tripod that time. So
So
I
in what
captured and
position you held the camera here? Like whether you
Mhm.
sat down and you hold,
No, no,
or
no.
you did like this?
Yes. So when the subject is too far away from you,
Uh,
okay, that time what happens? Your big subject looks to be small.
mhm.
Correct. I was using a 7070 which is a crop sensor camera.
Okay.
So and plus I was using 18135 mm lens. So 18135 lens is there, and we can say crop sensor camera is there. So unfortunately, my entire canvas will be too small. That is the normal understanding. When I was capturing, so this railing is there. After that railing, there was a space. So I captured this particular image around the height of 3 feet on my chest
Okay.
side. So I placed my camera to because I was not carrying a tripod, so I was using a handheld. So what I did, I tried to capture first angle with the lower angle. I put that camera on the ground, and then I was trying to capture, but I was not getting the exact level because on ground level it was becoming too upper side. So I lifted that camera up to above, like up to my chest, and then I matched the scenario, like what I am seeing and what I have to capture. So I was getting a proper perspective around an height of around 2.9 or 3 feet from the ground level, and then I captured the shot. Say suppose I am shooting this shot again from the 100 feet away. So that time I will have to use a very low angle because 100 feet away this subject will appear too less for me, too small for me. So depending upon your distance with the subject, you will position your camera and around the three, 2.5, or maybe 3.5 sometimes, because if the monument is too big, so that time you will have to use we can say very big heighted angle. Correct? So this was the particular scenario, and this shot was captured around 9 o'clock in the morning. So there were too much light. You can see here the sunset sunrise is this side, on the right hand side of the image. So that's the reason I was getting too much light in my image. So I put my metering mode on evaluative metering, and then I captured this in a landscape mode, landscape shot kind of mode. Correct? Same this shot. So now there were these trees. So I captured the same shot, but here what exactly I did? Can you guess what we have tried to show?
Here you are showing specifically the sun rays, sunrise,
Sunrise. Perfect.
sunset.
Okay. Apart from that, is there any
That
other
is
thing you can identify?
this picture like is focused on explaining the sunrise or sunset in a farm setup where there is a lake and then there is like
Yeah.
kind of farm kind of setup.
Okay. Okay. So what happened? Same time around the 9:30, and nine, not a 9:30, around 8:30 something. So that time I shot this club particular image, and there were too much light in the scenario, and the light was from the backside, from those trees, because the sun was backside facing east. East side was that side.
Mhm.
So I wanted to capture a chill out the type of image, chill out जो image होता है ना, chill out type of an image. So where what exactly we do? We capture a subject from the opposite side of a direction, and we increase the shutter speed. So when you are increasing the shutter speed, so what exactly you are doing? You are limiting
Okay.
the light coming in your image. So you are playing with the shadows right now, and using those shadows, you are creating an outline of a subject, right? You are creating an outline of a subject. So here what exactly happened? Same thing I did. I played with the lighting. I tried to overexpose the light which is there in the background, and tried to underexpose the subject area. So this lake, all these details which were there, those details vanished, and then I can see only a black outline of the leaves and all these trees.
Yes.
And I was
Yes.
using the replica kind of in a composition method. So where I was trying to balance
Yeah.
the image same with the water. But now what exactly is the problem here? Can you guess what exactly was
Here
the
I have
problem?
a question.
Mhm.
The details are missing. That is one problem. And
Yes,
actual
correct.
color representation, we
Mhm.
lost actual color representation of the
Correct.
different elements,
Mhm.
and the lack of the detail, and uh, which makes the picture little confused. You know what to understand from it. But
Exactly. So what happens here? What exactly should be their color tone? Like this color tone should be there. Like yellowish kind of color tone should be there here. Like this yellow tone is there. So here again, I tried to capture a still out image, but you can see there is a color tone, yellow color. You can see what happened over here. I wanted to capture in the black and white mode. I wanted that image to be black and white, but I was not able to get that black and white tone. So little bit yellowish tone I kept as it is to give a feel of a sunrise. Little bit, like I think 5 to 10% of the yellow feel I have tried to give on, and I wanted like entire mirror image should be there, but due to I was using a handheld mode, so I was not able to slow the shutter speed too much because if I slow the shutter speed, then I will get a blur image. I was not using a tripod. If I would have been using a tripod, so I can go around 1 by 10 or 1 by 15 seconds of a shutter speed, and then these water waves which are there in your image, you can see there is a this line is there, this tree line, and this line is like this zigzag because of the water reflection. So if I want to shoot certain shots, so I will use a low shutter speed and I will use a proper mirror image kind of, because when you are using a slow shutter speed, that time you will get a motion blur and this water will become like a mirror. So this particular shot I have tried to capture, and it depends upon you like what exactly you want to show in your image. Correct. So in this particular image, you understood what exactly was the problem with this image. Secondly, why we have tried to capture, how we tried to capture this image, right?
Sorry, can you repeat this?
Yes, I wanted to understand how we try to capture certain kind of scenario. If you come
Yeah.
across certain kind of scenarios, so how you will be using which mistakes I did, you will not repeat those mistakes. Like I haven't used the tripod, you will use the tripod. Then color detail, which I was not able to show, you will show color details. Third thing, there is a too much sharpness in this particular image. You will reduce the sharpness little bit. Fourth thing, I was using a crop sensor camera, but you will use a full frame camera if it is available. Because in full frame, using a 1635 mm focal length, you will get much more wider range in your image, much more wider canvas. So that time it will actually look like a proper landscape kind of an image. Because now using crop sensor, I was able to capture a very small area, and because of this actually image got captured in 3 by 2 aspect ratio, 3 by 2. But whenever you are shooting, you should capture landscape in 16 by 9 aspect ratio, 16 by 9, a wide canvas, wide panorama canvas. You know the aspect ratios, right? Or you have to understand, we will have to understand the aspect ratios.
Yeah, I know aspect ratio.
Yes. So the same image, if I would have been captured on a 16 by 9 aspect ratio, so that time what will happen? Entire perspective will get changed to 16 by 9 aspect ratio, and 3 by 2 aspect ratio will show you a different perspective of an image. Correct?